one of the things that struck me about this story is that this wasn't really David's fight. I mean, he came and he wasn't a soldier. He wasn't part of the army of Israel. I mean, someone there should have taken up this challenge. And it's fascinating to me that he allowed himself, when God put something in front of him, he said that I'll be the person to go. I'll be the person to take that. He didn't. He could have said, all right, drop the cheese off, drop the meat off, and I'm going back home. He could have said that. I had the thought, just as a small side application, I had the thought in my own life, how many times am I confronted with a difficult situation, whether it's witnessing, whether it's something that I know is going to cause a wake. I know that if I stand up in faith that it's going to rock the boat, and how many times have I not grabbed onto that and not said I'll be the one to stand when all my friends or all my family or all the people around me are not doing that. When there's an impossible situation even, how many times have I not done that? So just as a side of small application, David says here, he's talking to Saul and he says, Saul says, you can't go. You can't. He basically says, we're not going to send you. And David said, okay, this is what happened when the lion came, and this is what happened when the bear came and tried to attack my sheep. And I struck them down and I killed them. So David is already very familiar with stepping out in faith. He's already been presented with challenges. He's already been presented with impossible situations, and God has protected him. So he knows what it's like to walk with his God. And like Dave said, he had such great faith and such great trust in his God that when this next situation presented itself, he was ready. God prepared him for that moment, and he was ready to step out in faith to do the impossible thing. So he says here, and David said, he's talking to Saul, the Lord who delivered me from the paw of the lion and from the paw of the bear will deliver me from the hand of the Philistine. He didn't look to his weapons, his technology, his youth. He didn't look to anything else but to God. It's an impossible situation, and he looked to God for his strength. And I'm learning a lot about this, about how whatever situation I have, no matter how easy I might think it is or how difficult I might think it is, I have to depend completely and fully on God if I want to honor him, if I want his name to be great, because that's what David is doing here. He's going because this giant, this thing, whatever it is in your life, whatever it is in my life, this thing is defying God. It's standing up in defiance of God. And he's saying, no, the world will know. He makes this statement. And I will give the dead bodies of the host of the Philistines this day to the birds of the air and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel. That's David's mission. That's our mission. To glorify, to exalt, to lift up before the entire world the God who is the God of Israel. That's what we're here for. That's the only reason that we're here. And when that's our mission, God will obviously get behind that completely through us. That's the fascinating thing. God doesn't need us. He doesn't need us, and we've talked a lot about this. But he wants to use us, and he will get up underneath anything that you're doing. We're all in Israel right now, and we want to serve him, and we want his name to be great in Israel. We want his name to be great in Orlando. We want his name to be great all over the entire world. And that's what we're doing here. And it is so easy to drop the cheese off and the meat and go back home. That's easy. It's so easy to leave work and drive home and watch TV for 3 or 4 hours. It is so easy to do those things, night after night after night after night. When there's a battle, there's an impossible thing that we have right over there that's defying our God. And we can be involved in that. but only by the strength that God gives. David didn't come to Goliath with his weapons, with his own strength. He came to God only in the name of his God. He came to Goliath only in the name of his God. I'm speaking from experience driving home watching movies. So I know that there's no life in that. There is no glory in that for yourself or for God.